Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunless Sea. I'm Ziyal, and how y'all doing today? I am back in Fallen London. As you remember last time, wow, was it difficult to get back. It was definitely difficult to do. I'm trying to remember exactly what I happened to do. I think I actually did a whole bunch of things. I was pretty much just hadn't gone to the shop yet. I think one of the things that I wanted to do was spend a couple echoes here. I have a restful night because we've got yeah, because I've got some nightmares going on here. But the idea is that we shall be taken to the Z again, and we have to plot out kind of our course and what we're planning on doing. And what I was thinking about was potentially we may not be able to make the entire run, if you will. We're supposed to get intelligence from Mangrove College. They're still working on things here, but I still think I'm going to need something else. I'm not entirely sure if I can afford it yet. In order for the Zubmarine thing, I may end up there. There's also getting in the good graces of the Khanate. There's also working towards the cannon. There's also getting these dang tomb colonists off my ship. It seemed like such a good idea at the time. And of course, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be making a trip to... I'm going to try to get enough supplies, be able to have enough echoes left over, go here to the island to work on the irrepressible cannoneer stuff. Then, if I have enough money, I'll try to see if I get in the good graces of the Khanate to be able to perhaps gain their trust a little bit. And then we'll sail around a little bit more and see what there is to see. There definitely is a good reason to sail, say, this way, in this nice little chunk. I mean, you can definitely tell there's something here I haven't been to. And see what we can see. So, that is the basic plan. And that's how I just get myself back here. And just double checking. And I do remember that I need to repair my ship because it is not... Ness. Reputation for cutting corners. I have no supplies. Yeah, that's right. I came back here with, like, nada. So, this cost me my favors to do. But it's cheap. I'm doing it. Boom. Okay. Now, beyond that, very chancy. Let's just try it. See if it goes through. Hey, it succeeded. Boom. It costs you a favor, but you get 3 fuel. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Beyond that, my lodgings. I've rested. I've done that. So, it is to the shops. And making sure that we have enough currency to do everything I like to do. One, we got to get our supplies up to a good, healthy number. Let's call it that. Fuel, we're definitely burning through quickly. And I just laugh because I have to remember these guys count as this. So one of my ideas I just had kind of just went up in flames, which was, what do you call it? Secure compartment, cargo security. I wonder if that works for, over lively cargo. That it sound the idea. Okay, but the idea that I'm going for, which I completely just failed at, was this because I won't be able to have enough cargo space for this. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna pick up a couple of cases of wine, because usually that's enough to open up a lot of tongue, shall we say. And we shall... it kind of never hurts to have one of those on there, although what is my fuel looking like here? I think that we've got enough going on here that we'll just go for one more fuel, and we shall be on our way. I'm pretty sure it was 200 there, so let's go out into the sea. It will be fun, just you and me. I'd like to say thank you very much. Last night, I had the wonderful privilege of this is I'm embarrassed, but I was up so late, so very 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 late last night, working on Sunless Sea. I wanted to make sure I had lots of content to hook everyone up with to the best of my ability, just because it meant a lot to me that you know, was that this probably won't go out, but the fact that everyone has supported me through all of this. They've supported me through the whole darn thing, and it's meant a lot to me. And I've gotten a lot of good responses in return, and it was a very busy day for me, y'all. I was up so late, so very late that day, and it was so much that, like, it was around 1:30 at night when I finished my last recording. I ended up doing 3 in that night. Oh, got ourselves a prey here. Call him prey because my guns are bigger than yours. Come on, come at me. Yeah, you're screwed, buddy. You're screwed, buddy. Darn it. You always hope to see if you can get him before that, but... Alright. Do I actually have space? Well, I probably would have spent a fuel or something by now. So, what do we get? Hey, a bale of parable linen. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. We're right by here. I don't know if I've ever actually identified... yeah, I think it's one of those times where I just don't think I just have the thing there. One of the things that I'm kind of cautious about is going back to Vendor Blight without having finished their whole bleeding tour. Because I'm not entirely sure what happens then. And I don't want to screw that up because the Tomb Colonists are here. Okay, so we bargained with them. Yeah, 200 echoes, so I thought, boom, it's only fair for a bribe. And Astavel to the east is what he wants us to do. Okay, but hey, maybe we'll find ourselves a pretty cool thing there. Beyond that, we're full in here. Always go for a port report. Give it. I just yay. Okay, I'll take the luck and I'll run with it. We can explore, but this is an opportunity to get some more supplies, an interlude, and we get some more fragments. And there we go. Simple as that. That's just the normal sort of selling point that we have here. Beyond that, I think it's about heading into this nice little patch here and seeing what there is to see. So let's be on our way, shall we? But yes, like, I was up very, very late last night, up to the point to where, I mean, during the day, it was ridiculous because I literally recorded a song for my friend's birthday. And it was one of those sort of things to where, you know, I've been working on this for a period of time, but I didn't plan on, like, you know, I woke up that morning feeling like, oh god, if I got a cold, because you know those mornings when you wake up and you're like, your entire like throat seems to have like dried up into this husk. That's what it felt like, at least. You know, being dramatic, of course, but I mean, come on, I am a personality. No, but in all seriousness, it was a matter of it was definitely very. Is this just like Crab Cake Island or something like that? Yeah, I recognize Crab Cake Island. Well, if it comes after us, some distance to the east. That's the way I want to go. Okay, this time we're not gonna screw it up. That was wicked close. I'm hoping that I can outrun him. Might be a less chance for him to see. See, can't see with the lights off. It's to the north. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing as last time, kind of save some time. As y'all remember, I had an interesting time around, but hopefully we're not going to screw up everything that we did last time. Alright, disembark. What awaits us here? The tale. And please reference, like, I think it was like episode 2. Delegation. Da-da-da-da-da. We speak to both of them, the guinea pigs and the rats. And we decide that we're favoring the chief engineer. Hey, he gave us some more stuff. Okay, chapter 2, a rat in the making. Visit the barracks. This is just kind of more, I don't know how much is here. And I'm actually curious, because we used to be able to do something a little different before, I was summoned. Okay, what do we got? Well, we got a 56% chance to take the lead. And strategic this. Well, I say we take it. I had a ship, I had cannons, I would steer her to the southern side of the island and have at those uppity animals. Let's do this! Oh, we succeeded! A palpable hit. The rats gave me what information they possessed at the Cavi settlement. But I still had to improvise a great deal on the spot. A perfect storm of speed, stealth, and strength in arms favored us. Our cannons letting fly a volley of shot onto the beach before the Cavies scrambled to the ground and ship to man their guns. Screams and squeals filled the air, and the enemy fled. A damp hush settled over the crew as the smoke cleared to reveal the iron, torn, bloody bodies of guinea pigs littering the shore. A grim business. But I had honored my commitment to the rats. I found new wealth of scintillac ringing in the beach to harvest as the spoils. Boom! Hey, not bad. That might actually be a trouble because I might have to like give up stuff to keep it, but let's see what we got here. Let's see. The house of Cavi has fallen. Marina was triumphant. All that remained were celebrations, continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted the night. Then, well, let's see. They were crushed, defeated, and I could see their spirits broken about the light. The rats started down, and they needed an advocate. Well, I think I'm gonna go this time, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna intercede on behalf of them and try to see if we can broker some sort of peace between the two of them. A grudging concession. I appealed to the chief engineer's moral fortitude and sense of fair play. Perhaps the Cavi suffered the loss of the life in the center of the island. Perhaps they're only trying to get it back, not steal it from the rats. Chief engineer had trouble and thought. We only wanted what you left alone. Sad, he looked towards Essential, haphazardly bandaged one of the rat's other prisoners. Perhaps further negotiation is possible. As they left, I saw the albino rat timidly offering a young Cavi prisoner a piece of fresh fish. Oh, okay, cool. The spirit is optimistic. I forged peace. Peace. And hey, I can still invite her to this. That's funny. It's funny because I wonder if like chief engineer can leave the colony, relayed this, good at fixing things, see more of the world. Da 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 da. It's interesting that happens, and I'm curious about how that goes. Well, the wide sea beckons. Terror still waited us. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. This is where stuff gets sketchy, right? We can't just be like, screw, wrong move, he says. But we have to decide, do we get rid of tomb colonists? We gotta get these effing tomb colonists off my ship. And yeah, how much does it hurt to throw those things overboard? The answer is a lot. A lot. But it has to be done because, I mean, I could do the mushroom wine, but I'm thinking that I'm going to use it for something else. So we did. Hunger quality is gone. A new nation has been founded. General entry. Officers. Fails +2. Can't talk to your mascots. But screw you, comatose ferret. Been bitten enough by you, little son of a gun. Alright. Yeah, I'm not holding a grudge. What? I'm fine. You got the problem. Hail, Marina! Okay, let's see. See, they're better with repairs. These rats will board even a sinking ship, provided the crew is willing to carry some of the heavier tools. Raise Pygmos out of civilization for better prices, because underwater echoes is a lot, but it's out here. Lowering steel the rat. Oh, we can steal that thing. Yeah, we're not gonna steal. We have to make sure something awaits us, and maybe we can take care of that. Did we ever actually get the port report or whatever here? I'm assuming, yeah, hopefully. Okay, but this time they did not fall. They did not fall, or the civilization is not gone yet, at least. And I'm happy with the outcome there. Port Cecil is definitely on our stop to get rid of the checkered character. In fact, I think I'm going to make my way straight to that. Keep putting out that Z-Bat, and then on the way back, we can kind of curve around this way to here, and then, yeah, at least that's the idea I've got. We'll see how this all works out in the end. Da 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 da. I'll sing you a song. Okay, it's funny because I was heading to do it and it didn't work because I was trying. I didn't my stupid tablet crap notebook. I think I'm gonna try to get this guy. Come on, what you got? I think I'm gonna take him on. Come on, take this Ziyal. There we go. Wow, this guy's got a lot of... Come on. Come on, keep firing. He's below the waves. And fire. Come on, keep firing, keep backing up. Yeah, I need to do that. Man, it'd be interesting when I can actually go underneath the waves. Come on. Oh, look at that, right at the right time. There we go. Interrupted him at just the right time. I feel like I'll be able to get a firing solution before he can charge me. Take that. Boom! And we have taken care of that little problem, shall we say. Is something alive in here? Wow. Open a monstrous eel. Interesting. Dissect it for supplies, occasionally other oddities. Damn me. It's ugly thing. Even uglier dead than alive. Friendlier, though. It's interesting because I've never had that happen before. Let's butcher it. Hunting trophy. Yeah. Stygian ivory. Heck yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, we're gonna bloody eat some of this. Delicious. Choice cuts. Oh, look, another one. Fantastic. I wonder if that's part of the tour that I just haven't ever gotten around to. Is like if they're like, oh, you gotta kill us, da 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 da. The port's right there. Let's try to be stealthy. Get our way through there. Let our little ship going along the ways. I believe his name was named Prometheus, something like that. What was the name of this play ship? The starting ship. It's always such a pleasure when you get that next ship. Like, trust me, it's amazing. Okay. Hi, what's going on here? Drop off this jerk off. Boom! Money, money, money. Alright, fantastic. What happens here? Port reports. And we'll keep it going. It's a tough challenge, 40%. Let's try. Do I have enough to be able to hold it? I do. And we try it. Fragments of silver. Oh, nice. Cool. We're getting closer. Almost at 7. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Fragments of silver as you watch the coral's edge. Oh, okay. So between the stars, he says, descend the chain when it runs out across the coral. Sounds like a soft chuckle. I rest here. It tells you I forget. Cool. Let's play some chess. Woo! Chess. 50-50. A distraction. We failed. Dough. Go again. Again, a failure. We're doing this. Come on. Dang, man. Not my luck today. Alright, discipline success. Odd thoughts bubble up each time you touch the chess piece. This one longs for home. This one has secret desire of revenge against the slayer of his rank mate. This one will be queen one day. Blinks checkmate. Yes, helplessly. Win enough games, something else will occur. Boom! Hey, we gained some pages too. Developments. Okay, coral's changing. See, then it gets even harder and harder. My thing about this is that we're going to be back here because we're trying to get Scintillac for that fine, and by fine I mean jerk, or the merchant dude. So the idea is that we'll worry about him another day. I just didn't want to risk getting my terror up too high. So the plan is to... Do I go straight here across the way, or do I explore a little bit further south? My fuel is saying go nuts. The shark is saying I don't want to freaking frick with the mess of the shark. We'll see. We'll give ourselves a little bit. There's 2 of them out on the waves here. Yeah, they definitely upped the amount of enemies out here. They certainly did. They certainly have, because I don't remember ever seeing multiple of the same sort of big bad type enemies out there, like, or multiples of like the sharks that are bound, etc. I found. Okay, so the supplies are still good. Tiny breeze stirs the air. Nunico is some distance to the southeast. Of course. Put in the hole. Should consider that. What do you call it? Nunico. This is a very interesting place. What's with the rats, huh? Nunico is one of my favorite islands in... I mean, I love so many things. Basically saying one of my favorite is kind of like just saying, like, oh yeah, you know, the Beatles has some good songs. Of course, is it like possible for somebody to like absolutely hate the Beatles? Like, here's the thing, I don't like love the Beatles, but you gotta like respect, like, you know, the White Album's pretty good. You know, that's all I can say. I mean, shoot, I even like Back in the USSR. I think that song's bitchin'. Yeah. What a cool word for me to say. I'm swearing. Alright, Nunico. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks, uniforms of postmen. Enormous crown statue, chilling shadow. The shadows gleam of rat's eyes. These ceaseless chittering rolls like tide. The inky blotter is called. The sign is looking much to the tavern. Explore along the beach. Assemble a port report. Provide a preliminary overview. Okay. Yeah. So there's a statue in the middle of the island. It's hard to miss. Way everyone wears the uniform. Call each of the ranks Postal Service. There's port authorities' future regulations. There's a jargon, a curious habit referring to any use of thing as cancelled, as though the whole world were made of stamps. You write about the usual bureaucracy and about the trappings of order returning far from home. Fantastic. Well, let's go to the tavern. Warmer inside and looks. Face turned direction of him. Seems surprised at a new arrival on the island. Well, here we go. Lit by two roaring fires, one at either end of the room, the bartender in the postman's uniform, like almost all the patrons, a noseless postal inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks firewood. Well, let's listen in on their tall tales, shall we? They brag about the fish that got away. Fishermen do, but they talk about hard deliveries. Amazing what you get for a penny. Samp delicate bottles lowered in chimneys and the rope. Do not fold under any circumstance. Letters curled through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back. Same address every day for 22 days running. The windows they pried open. The servants they bribed. The delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries to get rid of just one more packet. It's hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of mail or the recipients. Stands to reason, if the messages was a welcome one, then they tell the other fellow in person, reflects the hairless postwoman. Alright, and cultivating friendships. Friendships! Yeah, why is the local currency rats? What's up with that? Scarcity is not an issue. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly, or maybe it's just the lack of eyebrows does it. Long enough carrying the same things around you, you get into a habit. And tells you stay late enough, you'll see the postman making a procession at the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like a Yuletide decoration in prayer of the ancient deity of this place. From the coughing, the choking elsewhere in the pub, you guess this is a story they often tell the newcomers. I see. Maybe we won't ask about the why she's hairless. Too bad I like that. So what's the big statue? The guidebook visitors have to be the first thing. Okay. Oh, that. It's all of us, isn't it? Some of the spirit of the island. Most of them don't seem troubled, but most more of explanation than that. Though the hairless postman tells you it didn't always look like fallen London postman at all. That he used to have a different face and a more old-fashioned outfit. It's got a crap. It's kind of cool. Okay. So what did they do? Is there more to this? Let's see. Dead letter office. Big building, center of town. Hard to miss. You can work there too if you want. It's not clear whether it's a generous offer or a threat. Interesting. Okay. So let's see. If I'm going to fit in here, see if I can can I get a uniform? Look but don't touch. They're polite, even apologetic about your request. You're welcome here. We're welcome to take shifts at their office, but you cannot wear the uniform unless you're a postal regular employee back in Paul London. Regulations. Blunt Thomas at least to have you look at the uniform, jacket leaves. Neat stitching, gilded buttons, and a thin but dignified circle of braided collar. Inside a patch that goes over the heart, stitched with 6 red letters. You can't read it. Makes your eyes itch and your scalp feel like it's burning. Okay. Well, I'm accepted by the locals. Alright, back to the docks. And let's try shift the dead letter office. Extensive, sure. Blunt Thomas takes you around the office, a small collection room where the retrieving letters may state their business. A much larger set of back offices where newly arrived letters and parcels are collected and sorted. A dank, briny smell that never goes away, presumably because so many of the parcels spent time in the water before they arrived here. In the back room is a machine man ratted by a pulsar rat, brightest fiber in a pinstripe hat. It shovels sludge-damped letters into the machine's hopper, and they come out dried, cleaned, pressed, and sorted in slots by size and quality of paper. Okay, let's work some shifts. Well, let's see. We could do that. Better chance of meeting people. Machinery does look interesting. Let's talk to him. Why doesn't a machine like this one back in London? Might lead to fewer dead letters first place. Okay, let's see. Oh, no. It wouldn't be permitted at all. There's strict rules about the initial handling and the sorting of posts. Experimental machine might make letters. It's only the dead material that's unimportant enough to be entrusted to the raddest fiber. Faber. I think I'm going to say that wrong. Fiber. His voice isn't bitter, but he twists a coil so hard that it springs halfway out of the machine and pings off your shoe. Man, that is the shiftiest. I love that. Like, I swear I want that printed on a t-shirt. Get on that, Fail Better Games. I feel better about that. You can lay claim to... how much does my hold? I can lay claim to a parcel in here. But let's see what we got. we have the opportunity that we can get employment to the Neath, which is kind of cool. So yeah, what about the key to the basements? Surely, you could be trusted, right? No trouble at all. The surprise request. Most postmen don't like it down there. No one ever asks for a key. They'll cut you a new one. Just be careful down there and come out if you start to feel wrong. Ooh, authorized for backroom access. Okay. Let's... I think what we're going to do is we're going to take up his kind endeavor. Okay, we've got that there. Strongest possible recommendation. The postal rat is grateful and says so the length of right ways. Only so much work to go around, Nunico. She keeps asking to assist me here, but as you can see, he gestures at the heap of loose gears on the chains. Hardly require any assistance, but my research is at a delicate stage. And she's excellent work, very bright, like her mother. Okay, fantastic. There's more to happen here. It's just one of those sort of things where my knowledge, if you will, of this is I don't really want to go into the back rooms unless I am ready for what might come along. So let's go along the beach. The beach. Oh, Freudian slip. On my phone, I saw one of my friends was calling. He's a nice guy. All right. The rock slip and slither in a foot, but you keep your balance. All right. So let's see. Every lap of the wave drags some new letter or parcel. The face of water is dotted of them. As far as you can see, is blackness carried by powerful current. So we can collect some material for the dead letter office. Okay. I now have one dead post. Make your way shore of a big damp sack. Many envelopes too damp to read. Their address is permanently lost. But surprising number is so legible. There are also parcels. Here and there, a crate and a message. A wine bottle, a sealed cask that's bobbled up a shipwreck. Your sack ought to get heavy with all these contents, but it pulls upward and away, straining inland towards the dead letter office like an unmanageable dog. Okay, fantastic. All right, 40% chance. Let's study the odd currents here, huh? Hey, I did. On all sides, you make a complete circle of the island. The whole shoreline is alike. All of it is covered debris. All of the washing steadily inland from every direction. Not the work of some directional current. It's more, though, the whole undersea draining into Nunico. Except, of course, forced in effect your ship. When it came this way, it does not stop ships leaving. Evidently, it only works on the post. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? And it gives us some more stuff here. Okay. Well, I got some here, and let's quick go to the dead letter office. And I'm going to feed some undeliverable letters in the sorter machine. Gleaming Hopper waits. Okay. Well, it looks like we've already kind of got past this. But after prolonged whirring, a machine begins to distribute 7 invitations edged in gilt and glint, something like that, into the correspondence of the aristocracy slot. 2 oversized parcels, probably containing books in the book tray. 1 stamped bronze tablet that drops with a clang as a big marked First City. The first poster watches all this with an air of satisfaction. Oh, is there any get it? Okay, cool. So we're going to end our shift here. And I feel confident enough in my money or in here, but I think I'll just buy one more fuel because I always get nervous. And yeah, we'll have to check out what happens next time when we reach Nunico. Okay, we got a nasty vortex here, but we're going to do our darndest, and I have to have the lights on here, burning more fuel to do it. But I'm just gonna do a little bit more exploring as I go. Reef of Roses some distance to the south. Alright, cool. You can mark in our chart, but it's one of those things where if it says south, I'll trust it says south. That's why I keep sending out your ZBAT. Southeast, okay. Sure, I was hoping to go towards the light. Caroline! Caroline to the light! And I haven't seen the remake of Poltergeist, but if anyone knows that reference to the original Poltergeist, I'd be very surprised at this point. Reef of Roses. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. I may be stupid, But I think... Can I go? Darn it. I thought it was a pass we can go underneath. I'll lose one hull for that. But we got ourselves some prey here. Oh, shoot. This guy's a little bit bigger fighter than I thought it'd be. Okay. Hey, you're a slippery bugger, aren't you? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? They're firing flares in order to try to get a beat on me faster. Ah, see, you're in trouble, aren't you, buddy? Hey, you don't want any of this, do you? Haha. Boom! Scuttler! Take what we can. And what do we get? What do we get? Size small lock or a large Bible. It's locked. The lock won't persistently apply blade knife like this. Hey, a captivating treasure! You look away eventually. If you... Oh, okay. Cool. If you made an ironclad will, confirm with these heirlooms for your successor. Well, wasn't that good to know? Blandly smiling golden face. Rays extend from the edge. Curl like leaves or tentacles from the weight. Real gold. Single spark crackles the surface. Daw machine's making, breathes the voice, and then the avarice in crew's eyes curdles at wariness. Well, cool. Alright. Was that worth the damage to my ship and fuel reserves? I'm gonna go with yeah. Yeah. I think so. But obviously there's something here. Come on, Bat, tell me. Isle of Cats, hey! Wait, that's to the south. Okay, well, Visage is right here. So, to Visage we shall go. Hey, I wonder why it's called that. Weird. It's like Maleficent. Alright, anyway. Let's see. Visage. Port of Visage, where faces may not be naked. Well, let's do a poor report. Okay, departing merchants gives you confused account of crocodiles and honey cakes. Something about ear blockage? To you, add this to your own impressions about the street layout, close support, and types of commerce here. When the lights are especially bright, it's possible to make out details profile of a great stone face. It's interesting. Yeah, one of these times. Alright, the port of Visage, faces me naked except one, some monument the size of a village church, serenely gazing upwards, flourishing of years. Well, let's go ashore, shall we? Terms. All those who enter must play their parts. The sign is visible only after you've crossed the threshold. Well, you may be here for a while. On lower slopes, some buildings, flat roofs, archways, architecture lingers a memory of lotus and palm frond. The hills above in the face, forever looking up the ceiling of the Untersea. No one inhabits its cheeks or hollows of its eyes. Okay, well, let's check in. A changing room must pass through the room guarded by a person in the mask of a moon moth. Alright. Let's see. Masks await you in shapes of colors await. So we can go on. Can we go in without a mask? What's the significance of the mask? There's frog. There's locust. There's bat. Without a mask. No. Move off folds his wings. Not suitable. It says on Visage everyone is mask. Walk island if you had on a face would give scandal. I think I've gone French. Significance, huh? Moonmoth explains these masks declares different intention towards the denizens of Visage. Those who accompanied by suitable behavior. The frog's visitor who, through perhaps clumsy and familiar with local etiquette, may come into order, observe local ways, make uncouth comments about them. Locusts those to seek profit in Visage and carry away as many goods as possible. They prompt about the bat. Moonmoth hesitates. Bat is ill-omened visitor, sent as a messenger or spy. Bat always dies. Well, let's not pick Bat. I'm a frog. Ribbit. Okay. It's supposed to be like croak. I don't know. Moonmoth lifts his mask, places over the head. Eye holes are large and they are filled with spectacles. These improve your viewing environment, though you must look bulb-eyed from the outside. There's also mechanisms attached to your mouthpiece, which magnifies any sounds you make, even your breathing. You start to think the moon moth, and it comes out as a booming croak. May you profit from your visit to knowledge, says Moonmoth, its wings fold neatly over its back. Okay, frog mask. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's visit, on lower slopes, some buildings, flat roofs. Architecture there lingers, memory lotus palm frond on the hill above his face, forever looking up. No one inhabits his cheeks or hollow of his eyes. We'll visit the library of parts. Okay. Stoop at the lintel, enter the dark, the room of heavy stone, guarded by a golden statuette of a woman with outstretched arms. The scroll niches sort to correspond a variety of masks, the jackal and the lioness, the crocodile and the dung beetle. The woman in the mask, the lotus blossom, is standing at the lectern reading in silence. Let's see, what's the purpose of this room anyway? Filed under M for mass, Moomoth explains. People think it's something like library fragments, but this is wrong. The parts in question are like parts in the play. This is where denizens of Visage come in order to learn how to perform their masks more accurately, more completely, with a truer spirit. Yeah. Yeah, let's study him in a bumbling way. Like, I'm a frog, so let's see what's up. Hearts guarded. Taking the nearest, you read it out loud. For guarding against the loss of heart, Moomoth takes the and rolls it tightly and returns to his niche. There are many ways of guarding against the loss of hearts, as there are different masks, things, in the same light and different voice. Okay. Can I do that again? Do that again? Because, well, I want to write notes in the margin. If your frog glove will hold the pen, that is. Okay. Moomoth is startled. Apparently no other frog has gone so far to attempt to deface the library's holding, gets the pen away from you, expostulating. Later you find writing down the record of which you just did to be added to library parts, recollection expected from frogs. I'm a jerk. Alright, visit the flood court. Speaks as if you should already know what that is. The flood court is a long stone room with 2 ranks of columns on each side. Currently the court is ankle deep in water. The water stains on the stone show the flood has often reached higher, sometimes up to the height of your waist. In a raised niche at the far end of the room sits a statue of a man with the head of a ram. He holds a jar of which water flows onto the floor. So what's up with this, yo? Death per day. From the corner, Moomoth picks up a graduated stick. He shows you how a person standing at the end of the room may dip a stick into the water and use it to measure the water level. The priest like to point how the measurements are compared with measurements written on the calendar. The water level is on matched calendrical precision. An assembly of pipes drains the use just. It used to be, says Moth. And the water rose and it fell in Sunless Sea, and the people before wrote down what the height it reached. Now the water is still, but thanks to their actions we can replicate the rise and fall, and so still be pleasing to the god of flood. Completes the explanation with a half-body bow towards statue of the ram deity. I see. Yeah, let's do some oafish enthusiasm for the wonderful indoor pool. We like pools, right? Frogs like them. Croak. You explain how much you admire the stream's excellent pool. The words are, as always, amplified into a croak. Other masks turn towards you, crocodile, locust fowl, and crescent moon, but no one speaks. You've garnered a suitable degree of disdain. Moomoth quietly applauds the performance of froghood. Okay, yeah. I'm a good frog. Well, what's this? It has been making subtle overtones for some time. You only now understand them. Well, let's trade masks with Moomoth. What's up with that? It is keen to go. It draws you aside in the closet of the customs house. Had enough of Visage, tells you frankly. Here, take my mask and pretend to be me, and I'll trade in a visitor mask and get on the departing ship. Get my life back. Its face, now you see her face, is aging, but online. A lifetime of never needing to use a facial expression. Whoa, cool. Alright, now that we are, now that we're basically wearing moth masks, let's visit the house of the chief geometer. And understand, it is understood to be an honor. Lines in wet ground. Each morning the man in the cobra mask draws lines in the mud flat of a pointed steel rod. These portions to each inhabitant a small trapezoidal area in which to harvest mushrooms and scrape salt. No plot is ever preserved from one day to the next. A man is the chief geometer, keeper of directions, master of land measures and sea measures. I see. Well, let's see. Wow. That is a lot. We have lots of things we can do here. Dividing the home and time customary points to receive those unequals his rank, yet not so far beneath him as to be ignored. What ceremonial gift you could bring? Well, yeah. How about a necklace of lapis beads, huh? He gives servants, gives them servant orders that they would be crushed and the powder made to pigment used in painting. Is uncertain whether this is a deadly insult. You aren't thrown out of the house, at any rate. Okay. I want to try one more time. And let's see. How about? Oh, okay. How about 2 honey cakes? Triumph. He accepts. He approves. The cakes are placed on the front table of receiving room so the other guests may observe and appreciate the correctness of your gesture. You permitted to stand to one side and watch the others arrive. There's no one whose gift supplants yours in the place of honor. Not even the gift of preserved lark, frozen in gelatin, of a bubble of a song rising from his open beak. When you depart the chief geometer's house, he presses you for prediction that one day when you have most need, the earth will swallow you in one place and spit you out in another. His course only a ritual saying. Cool. Alright, so I think I've done good. It's looking like look like I did pretty good here. I'm gonna see I'm gonna bring a poem about the snakes. Let's see what it says here. He appears to be pleased with his gift, but he takes him back as well. Several times he remarks with a sort of merchandise, something he would expect to be brought island by a bat. He requires a great deal of chittering and a wing folding to persuade him of your moth nature. Oh, shoot. Okay, enter the Hall of the Ears, a place of still greater pageantry. This is the journey of several steps and maybe conclude your current visit. Okay, the rituals here. Let's go. A proud nose. It is festival day. The great stone face has been illuminated from the forward of the chin with a blazing torch, so the profile is visible from the side more clearly than you've ever seen it. Flourishing of years is awake, says the genderless figure in a crocodile mask. Okay, so if I had a flare, right? Walking towards ear together, brought to processions which belong to right by the wearer of the mask. Well, let's fall in line with the others. The moment, it's either that or strip off the mask and dip. Okay, among your own. You can go through, if you're truly one of them, carrying nothing but your mask and your costume. May your heart be light as a feather, says the woman in the lotus blossom mask as you fall in line behind her. Empty-handed. Inside the hollow of the ear, the road you follow leads up through the switchbacks along the side of the face, following the ear of flourishing of years, and into the cave that is her ear. The tunnel blends back on itself, and all lights have now been extinguished. There is nothing to guide you but the hand of the person behind you, your back, and the movement of the person in front of you. The one who walks beside you wears a bat mask. Fortunately, the floors of the tunnel is very smooth and presents no stumbling blocks. Sound carries strangely in this place, however. Sometimes you cannot hear your own footsteps. Sometimes that breath comes back to audible from someplace ahead in line. Yeah. Try to run. I don't know what's going on. There's secrets in the dark. To the dark. Okay. In line. The footsteps of people are steady and synchronized, and you go together. For how many years has been done? For how many will be done in the future? Watch your step here. The bat mask in an under voice is the accent of wolf-stacked docks. Floor is about to get squishier. Sure enough, it does. Okay. At last, the tunnel opens out. You and all other congregants spread out in the cavernous space. A voice speaks in darkness, a ritual preparation. Here, at the new year, we gather under the one mask of the flourishing of years. Her face is turned to the gods. Protected by her mask, we may remove our own. Protected by her script, we may speak outside our parts. Here and there is a sound of people fumbling with ties and strings. Your own face feels different with the mask on. So the idea is tell them one of my own secrets. Okay, receive the confidence of a stranger as holy. Wait and listen. Well, What curious practices they have here. Yeah, let's not... it sounds like we can get stabbed. Yeah, the mask is off. Alright. Well, let's see, let's, wait and listen. Wow, lots of... there. Not much for blackmail. You move stealthily through the dark, hearing one knotted conversation to another. The secret exchange do not offer much leverage, but you can see the owner's secrets. Here and there you catch a small fragment of something that might serve on a future occasion. A memory of a voyage east, a half-rumor about the Carnelian coast, and a muttering of the Admiralty. Okay, gain some experience. Do nothing. Let the ceremony end according to its proper rites. Hour of confidence drawing at the end. If there's anything you need to do, now's the time. Well, we don't have anything to do. Last spell. At the end of the hour, there comes a woman with a feather of shimmering silver, where she tucks in her hand, symbol of an innocent heart that will not be eaten by the jackal. Wow. Then the bell rings at the time the speech is over. Begin to put your mask back on. It's possible. You cannot know for sure that this cover has someone has exchanged a mask with someone else. It is ordinarily a perfect line that emerges again from the flourishing of years. If anyone watched from above, they must surely be satisfying. Whoa, we gain a captivating treasure for all that. Dang. Cool. And we got a new secret. That was worthwhile. Well, let's, I can't say in character. Let's end a performance, leave the island. Okay, we've lost some terror. We're calmer. Distracted, you find yourself in the familiar customs house and rid yourself of the mask and robe. There's satisfaction laying aside a role well played. I did good! Look at me! I'm awesome. Okay, so this definitely was a long place. Can't buy anything here, but there definitely was a pretty big deal, and there's a lot of mysteries involved here. And what's going on there? If I came back with a flare, could I blow up the whole thing? If I would have done different choices, there's all these things open up to you. You don't know. You don't know what you can do. So anyway, I'm gonna leave the episode at that, because it's definitely one of the longer ones, and I hope I did a good enough job acting for you guys. It's kind of hard to have to imagine these people and how strange these different islands fall in Sunless Sea are as a mariner. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. There will be more. I'm enjoying the heck out of this, and frankly, this kind of time in my life where things are a little crazy, this is calming to me. This is coming back home a lot like how I feel like when I play Witcher 3, etc. and things. So I'd like to thank you all for being along for the journey. So please like the video if you enjoyed it, all that YouTube stuff, etc, etc, etc. And I'll see y'all in the next episode of Sunless Sea Zubmariner, or the next anything. Take care. See you then.